Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To you I say Shalom. The title of this lesson is going to be Unto the Few, right? And I titled it that because I'm pretty much referring to the kingdom to come, right? The next world that's going to be established, right? Pretty much a new world order, so to speak. Because the fashion that this world is being ran, those that are in rulership, they're going to be taken down. Everything is going to be dismantled. The way you remember this world is going to be gone in the next world, and it's not going to be remembered either. You know, everything, all this thing is going to pass away. Scriptures tell us that, you know, this is going to feel like a dream, really like a nightmare. But you know what I mean, right? So this world to come, you know, it's only going to be a few that's going to, you know, have the pleasure, the privilege to be and establish and have control and dominion over this world, and that's going to be the elect, right? The elect of the nation of Israel. Those that are delivered from the destruction of America, right? But not just the destruction of America, because we understand we're going to have Jake throughout the four corners of the earth. So Jake's going to be getting delivered. But those Jake that are delivered, right, when the return of our Lord happens, you know, those are going to be the ones that's going to come down, like it says in the book of John. Not John, Salakia. I believe it's Revelation. Where it says, I saw Jerusalem coming down, you know, from heavens, New Jerusalem. You know, that's what it's referring to, the elect coming down, you know, in them chariots, coming down to what? Take control over the planet Earth, right? But I'm gonna start off with this precept right here, 2nd Ezra 8 and verse 1. It says, and he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few, right? And like I said, those few being the elect, right? That's what this world that's coming is going to be for. It's going to be made for the elect of the nation of Israel. You know, ultimately, you know, all Israel is going to come back, right? They're going to be the children of the elect, those that die on this side, you know, and they're going to take, you know, they're going to be partakers of that, of those blessings, right? They're going to be in the kingdom. They're going to be, you know, kings and princes and whatnot. But primarily, first and foremost, is going to be the elect, right? There's a scripture that tells us that some will wake up to everlasting life and some will wake up to everlasting, to shame and everlasting contempt, right? And that's going to be those 2/3 that die on this side, right? They're going to be in the kingdom. They're going to, you know, they're going to enjoy and partake in the and be joint heirs, right? But they're not going to be in that type of status as they're not going to have that status as the elect are, right? There's going to be levels to it. But continuing on, let's get 2nd Peter 3 and 7. Let's see. 2nd Peter chapter 3 and verse 7, it says, but the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So this world, this heaven, this earth, right, is being kept in store for what? For judgment, right? Fire, destruction. Because it's not just America that's going to get hit with the atomic bombs. You know, you're going to have Israel as well. Then you're going to have the chariots that's going to be passing through, zapping different armies. The Middle East, you know, might get nuked. You know, certain other places in the earth is going to be, you know, incinerated. Not to the extent as America is, you know, that ultimate complete annihilation that America is going to suffer. But nonetheless, you know, you're going to have some of these places getting nuked as well, right? But all that to, in order to, pretty much all this is to pretty much bring down this current, how should I say it? This current hegemony, right? This current rulership, and to bring forth that cleanse. That fire is going to bring forth that cleanse needed for the earth to restart, right? Just like the flood, right? The flood was that cleansing agent needed to make that earth start fresh with Noah and his sons, right? The same way is going to happen now, except this time it's going to be by fire. Not everybody's going to die. You know, you're going to have some of them other nations hiding in their bunkers. You know, some places ain't going to get hit with the nukes. You know, a lot of people are going to die, but a lot of them are going to be reserved, so that way whenever the elect come back down, these people are going to be chained up, right? Let's see. What was I? 2 Peter 3:7. I'm gonna read it again. But the heavens, and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. See, so everything in the fashion of this world is going to pass away, right? As a matter of fact, let me see. Right here in verse 10, it says, "But the day," I'm gonna skip down to verse 10. "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burnt up." So this form of fashion of the earth, the works, the mannerisms, all this is going to be gone, right? The customs and manners of this shit is done. It's going to be done away with. Everything is going to be cleansed out the earth in order to make way for the kingdom, right? Make way for righteousness to be established. Now let's see, let's get Isaiah 65 and verse 17. It reads, "For behold, I create new heavens and a new earth, and the former shall not be remembered nor come to mind." You see? That's that new heavens and a new earth that's going to take place. Not a literal new earth, but a refreshing and a new world order, a new way this world is going to be governed, right? It ain't going to be governed by no wicked ass Edomites, no wicked ass heathen. It's going to be ruled by the righteous, the elect, Yahushua, right? Primarily Yahushua. So of course the earth is going to be ran in righteousness. But let's see, let's get 2 Peter. I was just there. Let's go back. 2 Peter 3 and verse 13. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start at verse 12. It says, Salakia. I'm just going to pick up where I left off. Verse 11, it says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness." It says, nevertheless, according to his promise. Whose promise? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh promise. Right? We look for new heavens and a new earth. That's what's promised to us, right? The kingdom, which is going to be a completely new way of governing. You know, we never really seen the likes of this type of governance in a world filled with righteousness. We never seen that. You know, the closest we got to seeing a glimpse of that was during the time of Abraham, right? When you had Melchizedek, right? Malak Tazadak ruling in Salem, which is Jerusalem, which, you know, Melchizedek or Malak Tazadak, you know, he's a previous incarnation of Yahweh Shah, right? Just, you know, putting setting the stage, right, so to speak. But Yahweh Shai is actually going to come down, Melchizedek, right, which is the same, you know, the same same one, the same people. But this time is going to be established, and this time is going to be forever, right? But let's see. Let's get Isaiah 2, verse 1, and it reads, "The word that Isaiah, son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem." All right. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And yet many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the Most High of Jacob, or to the house of the power of Jacob, and he shall teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem." Right? And we know that ain't happening now. That's not happening right now. So, of course, this is talking about the kingdom. And the kingdom, Israel is going to be that high mountain, right? Exalted above all the other nations, right? We're going to be the top of the top, right? The creme de la creme. And every single other nation is going to be in the bottom, right? And that's how it's going to be forever, right? But it says, verse 3, it tells you, how all these nations are going to be coming unto us for judgments, right? Because we're gonna know the law. We're gonna be judges. We're gonna be showing these heathen how to live, right? They're gonna have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Just like right now, we have to follow under the rules of what Esau puts up. The heathen are going to be following the rules of the laws of the Most High, right? But it says, verse 4, "And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore." So what does that mean? It means peace, right? There's going to be no more war. It's all going to be peace. And the only way peace will be able to be established is through righteousness, right? Everybody getting in order, everything being in line, right? So that's what's coming. And like I said, the only ones that's going to be able to enjoy it are the elect, right? Let's get this. Let's get Matthew. Matthew 7, verse 13. Just show you this next word is only going to be for a few. This is Matthew 7:13. It says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction." Right? That's this world, right? This is the broad way, this world. That's why when you read 2nd Ezra 8:1, it says, the Most High had made this world for many. This is the wide gate, right? There you see a lot of people, living it up all the way to destruction. But the next word is going to be for those few who chose not to side with the world, who took that straight gate, right? Took the hard path in order to receive the wide, as it says in 2nd Ezra chapter 7, right? But it says, "Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be that go in thereat. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it." See, that's the elect, them few. As a matter of fact, since I quoted it, let me go ahead and get it. 2nd Ezra 7. 2nd Ezra chapter 7. Let's see. Let's start at verse 6. It says, "There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water, and only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. So showing you the difficulty, right? The dangerous and dangerous and very strict uh, path that you have to follow in order to make it through, right? To what it said, that great city, right? That city in verse 6 is, a city is builded and set in a broad field and is full of all good things. That's talking about the kingdom, right? That's referring to the kingdom. And in order to make it through that, you got to walk that tightrope. That's pretty much uh, what I picture in my mind when I read this, right? Like a tightrope. You fall off of it, that's it. But as long as you maintain, you might stumble a bit, but as long as you're able to get back up, continue on that tightrope, hey. And the finish line is all the way to the end. It's an endurance thing. You got to make it all the way to the end. That's the only way you're going to be able to receive, right? What you're trying to attain, which is of course the kingdom. But it says, verse 8, and one only path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once. If this city it now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance exactly? Right? So if you're not making no effort to get it, then you're not going to get it. I mean, right? How else are you going to get it? How else are you going to attain it? Those walking on the broad field, on the Broadway, they're not making no effort to attain this. So of course they're not going to. But it says, and I said, it is so, Lord. Then said he unto me, even so also is Israel's portion. This is, like I said, this is a parable referring to the kingdom, right? Showing you that only a few are going to have the capacity, the ability, right, to do it. Ultimately, like I said, predestined. These are the few that were predestined to get the victory over the devil, get the victory over this world, and receive an inheritance in the next. But let's see, let's get Revelation chapter 2, and I'm gonna close it off with this. Revelation 2 and 26, and it reads, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. You see? He that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai give power over the nations. Right? And this is when? In the kingdom of heaven. Right? In that new world, that world to come. It says, verse 27, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, which means, a very strict governance, a very strict rulership, right? It says, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father. So, hey, we're going to be joint heirs with Yahushua. Yahushua, he received that power. He received the new body. He received perfection, immortality. We're going to receive it too, right? We're going to receive, of course, we're not going to be on the same level. We're not going to be on the same status as Yahushua, but, we're going to be, right along with them, right? We're going to be them joint heirs, right? We're going to receive that honor, right, to be kings and priests of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. This kingdom to come, Salakia, is only for a few. It's only for the elect. And as the scriptures tell us, man, we got to make a calling and election sure, right? Give diligence to make your calling and election sure. We got to do our best in order to prove our worth before the eye, in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And there's only a few slots. there's only a few slots. There ain't that many seats, you know. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close it out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect, pushing his word throughout the four corners of the earth in truth, righteousness, and sincerity. To USA, Shalom.